Hello everyone and welcome to Brickburst. My name's MJ and today we are looking at all of the Guardians of the Galaxy minifigures, and we're going to be comparing the original minifigures to their new Volume 2 counterparts. So let's look at those in closer detail. So if we start off by looking at Groot, we'll just have a very quick look at him because I've done a separate video which is comparing the Groots where I look at them in more detail. But yeah, obviously it's the biggest difference out of all of these figures because the first one is a massive, giant, buildable figure and then the other ones are baby figures. I do think that they all look great though, and I particularly like this little angry Groot wearing the Ravager suit. Really awesome stuff. Next up, if we look at Star-Lord, we can see the oldest one on the left with the mask and then the two new ones on the right. So we've got one with the jacket and then one with the kind of, I guess it's the new Guardians of the Galaxy costume. All looking really good. I do really like the detailing on this new grey one. The printing on the actual torso and the legs is really highly detailed and very fine, so that's nice. And they come with a jetpack. Actually, the binoculars have fallen off of that one, I'm afraid, but it still is on this one. So that's how it's attached on, albeit a bit wonky there. And then this one's also got the actual nice printing on the front there as well. Nice fine detailing. The guns are exactly the same. Now let's bring in the new helmet. Okay, and there we go. So you can see the new helmet on the right has got slightly different printing. It's got no kind of nozzle bit on the very end of the nose, and it's got some white flashy bits in the middle of the eyes. And then just a quick look at the reverse of those minifigures as well. Next up we have Drax, and it looks like on this one the torso is unchanged from what I can see. That looks to be exactly the same, but the new printing on the legs and of course that new colour I think looks really good. There we go, so that looks nice. No other printing around the side, but you can see the arms and the back appear to be the same as the old one. The main difference is the head, so as you can see I believe they are both the same. Next up is Gamora. As you can see, totally different as well, because in the first year she had her Ravager costume, and then in this one she has got the grey suit. It's actually the same as Star-Lord's. As you can see, both the same legs and the same torso. The hair appears to be the same as well. Let's look at the reverse of the figures, and both of them have got dual-sided heads. Next up we've got Rocket Racoon, and from this angle you actually can't see too much different, but I will flip this new one because he's actually got some printing on his mouth. So he's got some smile printing there, which I think actually makes him look a lot better than the kind of almost timid, very animal-like old version. This one doesn't have much of the actual Rocket Racoon personality, whereas this one looks far better and the printing is slightly more detailed. If we spin him around, you can see a little bit of the printing there, but of course it's slightly obscured by the tail. The last actual comparison is Nebula, so let's move her sword. So I really like Nebula's update. I prefer that they've kind of switched the colours on the head, so they've gone for the different blue, which looks great. And the costume is actually largely the same, it's just a little bit more kind of battle damaged or battle ravaged. So if we turn her around to the back, you will see, again, they're extremely similar. There we go. Which shows that her costume appears to be unchanged for the film. But what I like about them is that you can actually just see how far LEGO's printing has come on, even in the last few years. I think the new one looks much better. And last but not least, it's just the new figures. My least favourite is probably Aisha. She's quite plain, but I do like her gold hair and gold head, so that's quite cool. And she has got a double-sided head, which is nice, and some nice, highly detailed rear printing. Mantis is really nice. I like her clear detailed printing on the front. There's of course that exclusive hairpiece mould with the antennae, and if I can get the hair off, we can look at the reverse. So she's got a double-sided head and some really nice printing on the back as well. Then we got this guy. I can't actually remember his name. I thought it was Ravager, but isn't that just the name of the like the organisation that Star-Lord used to be with? And then if I take his hair off, you can see a bit more of the printing. Really highly detailed costume actually. Very nice indeed. And then of course just a single-sided printing on the face because he's got this hair. And then last but certainly not least, because I love this figure, is Yondu. What an awesome mohawk piece he's got. Now in the film, certainly in the first film anyway, it's like metallic. I guess they've gone for the transparent look to give it that shimmery shine and almost metallic look. Unless it is just see-through in the new film, no idea. But the face is fantastic with the tooth missing, or the gold tooth, silver tooth. And the costume is great, highly detailed again, with printing on the legs. And just a nice bit of simple printing on the back there as well. Really superb. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you're new to Brickburst, please do subscribe. We've got plenty more videos on the channel that you will enjoy. And please leave me a comment below because I love interacting with you, and we'll see what you think of these Guardians of the Galaxy minifigures. Thank you.